Hey there. This is my first time reading a Sensational She-Hulk comic. This is number 31. I think 31st of January will be on a day I can put out a comic. If not, it'll come on another day. I really hope you guys have read these before, because this is my first time reading a sensational one. When I was a kid, I had the Savage She-Hulk. It was okay. This one is hilarious. There's a lot of funny parts. If you're on my Instagram, you would have seen me post a few of them. She's talking to the screen a lot, whatever. She's like, hey, isn't this still in a comic authority code? We need something. So while she's taking off her clothes, she's got like a little white beam going across there, showering, and then, you know, all the naughty parts are left out. And she's like, all right, I'm finished. You can take the little white thing down now. So she's talking to the thing. She has a car that flies. I thought only Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had that. All right, whatever. Well, I thought she was going to fly to go catch a plane, but no, she's going to fly to Florida with her friend. This plane, however, is a totally different story. It's a private jet owned by some rock star. There's a mountain that keeps on moving in its way, and they can't seem to get away from it. This rock star says, do you know who I am? It's like, you're about to be a dead one. Like, he's the biggest rock star ever. I'm Milo Vinyl. He's a schmuck is what he is. So he's trying to tell him, go back, pipe down. We're about to die and you're about to become even more famous. All right, so yeah, they smashed into the mountain because they can't get away from it. While they're flying, they hear a report on the radio that's talking about this, a moving mountain. She's like, wait a minute, this is weird. Now what I like is, this is actually playing back to an original, older comic book, which I really like when they go back and they bring back old elements from completely unrelated comics. In this situation, there was a living mountain comic. It was part of like an anthology comic. So she's coming out, she's talking to it, and this professor shows up. He's like talking about 30 years ago, this is Spragg, the living hill. And it does say that there's this story that he's about to tell. It's gonna be at the bottom of something. He basically gives you what happened in the comic book, where he investigated this thing a long time ago and kept on trying to get to it. And there it is, like, I'm Spragg. He looks like what is that little clump of bubblegum brain thing, whatever inside of the big old crane? Yeah, I think it's Krang. He reminds me of Krang right now. All right, so he's the living mountain. They thought they got rid of him, but no, he's back. And I think they say this is in one of those weird tales, something story. Oh, here it is. Journey into Mystery number 68. It's so stupid. It's hilarious. A living mountain. Okay. So when he came back to Earth, he was burning up on re-entries, yes, but his electromagnetic force got into the ground and he's got a new body now. Oh, okay. He's like, sure, I'll show you. So he lets off this electronic pulse that it's like a ton of itching powder, and all of a sudden it reacts. Yeah, and she's like, not very happy about being just knocked down right quick. And let's see. Well, this is going to be one of those to be continued stories, but it's a lot of fun reading this. There's a lot of storytelling that's hilarious. Even on the next part, she goes into the mountain itself. Yeah, if I can get the pages, use my other hand. Derp. Jen, she's in the big old hole. The hills have eyes and mouths and maybe noses. It's got a lot of puns. I love puns. And then she's like, I can't believe this. They're even making a pun on this big thing. It says Jenny to the center of the earth instead of journey. All right, I don't want to read the whole thing to you, but it's so much fun. So if you don't live anywhere near me, I advise you to go out and find as many of these as you can and read them. I'm itching to get some more now. This was a very fun read, and you know, the front cover was one thing. It had nothing to do with the comic book, but it's just a lot of fun. It's just, I thought it was going to be I thought it was going to be more like Deadpool, which I don't like, and that's just me. If you like Deadpool, like, don't get mad at me about it. But I also like the playback to Spragg. I think that was really good. Something from, gosh, probably 30 years before this. This was, what, 1994? And I would not have, 91. This is 1991. And I'm sure Spragg probably did happen 1961. You know, this is kind of pre-Marvel comic looks. Back whenever they did, like, Journey of Mystery and House of Horror and all those kind of things. Well, they didn't do House of Horror. But I enjoyed it. Okay, so if you've read this, let me know. And if you've got any other suggestions, please leave a comment down below. And thanks for watching. And feel free to tell me what you think about it.